which makes me fucking stupid.
Agreed.
I'll agree to that when I open myself up. Now, about farts. I saw a little thing on the internet, and I agreed with a couple things. The oops. That's never happened to you?
Oh, you're talking about when you lift your ass up to fart and you accidentally shit on yourself?
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, especially if you have diarrhea and you try to fart like a dumbass. I've done it.
No, but that's the thing, though. Like, sometimes you don't even expect it. Like, say, if it's early in the morning and you haven't taken that... Excuse me, oh, that was fucking weak. You haven't taken morning shit, and all of a sudden you just sit in the office, typing up a fucking resume. Next thing you know, flogging. And you're sitting in mud.
And then you wish you would have wore a diaper.
Oh, God. No, you just kind of sit there like, eh?
See, now I've got to call somebody in my house that nobody lives at but me and request some clothing, but I can't get it unless I leave, and everybody will know I have shit caked on my ass because I just farted and shat on myself.
And if no one brings any baked goods, it's kind of hard to make up the excuse of, well, Martha brought in brownies and I decided to sit my ass right on top of them. You can do better, and we'll wait for that one. Then there's also the flapper.
Ha, yeah, that...
No, that... sounds like a fucking firecracker going off.
Yeah, since we're on farts, okay, I gotta tell you two and you, I may have already told you the story, but my mother let one of the funniest farts I've ever heard in my entire life. Actually, two of them she has let. Absolutely amazing.
They're gonna fucking love this.
The first one that she let, that I'm going to tell you about, sounded like a fucking motorcycle, like one of the Harleys. I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, from her ass spouts this. Needless to say, for the next hour, I couldn't breathe. Not because of the stench, because I just could not quit laughing.
I can't even fucking breathe down with the fart.
My mother was actually trying to figure out if I was going to survive the laughter. I didn't know if I was or not, but that was amazing. The second one. She was just sitting on a couch, and all of a sudden, I swear to God, to this day, I have given it the name the Gargling Cow. Because it sounded exactly like a cow going, oh, I think water in his mouth, but it sounded like, oh. I was like, wow. And I laughed for an hour on that one, too.
God.
My mother has a very powerful ass. She is not afraid to use it.
Are you finished, Jack?
Okay, you have your say now, Nate.
It's a hard act to swallow. I mean, follow.
Swallow where it goes in the eye. Okay,
what the fuck?
Oh, God.
Anyway, to follow up on that one, there's been a couple of times we've been out to these little house parties of ours, my brothers and I, and people have been caught up in the most random of shit. I was too drunk to remember exactly who, but I remember one time we were at a buddy of ours' old place up on Greenbrier. Not going to state names for confidentiality purposes, but someone had actually sat on that couch next to that armoire and farted so hard with the force. You felt it in the couch, you couldn't smell it, but like a little glass unicorn or something in the armoire fell over.
Nice. And that's probably why the guy has hemorrhoids today.
No, dude. The guy was perfectly fine after he just got up and started spinning around drunk and then fell on the floor. But yeah, sat there, pushed out the force of the fucking Jedi from his butthole and broke the fucking glass unicorn. I felt sorry for the fucking couch. Everyone else was worried about the fucking unicorn.
Okay, this has officially become less of a rant and more of a story time than funniness. And speaking of the story I told you earlier about my father, it's time for YouTube to know.
Are you sure your father would accept this on the internet?
My father wouldn't see this. He hardly knows what YouTube is.
But what if he ever found out?
Then he could grow up and get over it. Because I'm telling them anyway.
You've got balls, son, but that's...
My father doesn't. Oh.
Wow. What a great way to start things. It's like, hey, let's talk about vasectomies. Here we go.
Yeah, okay. So, I have an older brother and a younger brother. My younger brother's 4 years old now. My older brother's 24. Kind of an odd difference there, but...
I
That was
sound like you're gonna fucking throw up on that potato.
That was almost a burp. Wow, almost. Okay.
No shit.
Like that. Exorcist. Okay. 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 Let's just get on this. Okay. My father got fixed after the third one was born. It's not a funny thing for a guy to get fixed or anything, but my God, it was fucking hilarious when he was walking around the house going, "Oh, my balls!" I could not help myself but to laugh hysterically almost every time I heard it.
I couldn't either, man. That's what made me feel horrible about hearing it. I'm like, that poor man, you put it like that.
And once, of course, Nate didn't laugh too hard about this, but I'm sure looking back at the way I was saying it, he probably wanted to chuckle a little bit. But my father had hemorrhoids once. No, not hemorrhoids, but he was constipated. I thought it was funny as hell because he'd be like, "Oh, my ass, oh." And one time he sat on the toilet and he tried to squeeze something. I was like, "Oh, it won't come out." I was outside the door saying, "Push harder!" Yeah, my father makes things funny sometimes just because he's in pain and I find it hysterical.
Yes, we need to rant. I mean, granted, the storytelling is hysterical as fuck. I'm losing the vibe and I'm gorging myself on shit.
Okay, here's something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but it's been slipping my mind for a long time. Okay, parents who will tell you to do something and they get pissed because you did exactly what they told you to.
What the fuck sense does that make?
I'm sure your mother's done it. I know my father's done it.
Granted, yes, my mother has done that.
It doesn't make any sense. The parents will be like, "Clean your room." Okay, you clean your room. "What the fuck did you clean your room for?" "I didn't tell you to clean your room." Actually, you did. "You shut the fuck up about it." The fuck?
I'll be like, "Do you and your fucking roommate's laundry." "Okay, I did it." "Nate, you're a man. You shouldn't have to do someone else's laundry along with yours." What the fuck? I'm sitting there just getting the shit out of the fucking washer, putting it in the dryer. "Okay, Mom. Bitch, any more? What, if I fold them, you're gonna fucking have a panic attack and an aneurysm?"
I would be afraid to have a really religious parent and be like, "Pray!" Okay. I pray that. "Quit crying, you prayed enough, it's bedtime." But you just told me, "Shut up, get in bed." What the hell, do you want me to go to hell, Father? If you keep talking like that, you're gonna go to hell.
Remnants of the movie Tenacious D.
Basically, except Meatloaf made that movie amazing.
Fucking A.
Meatloaf and Dio.
Fucking A.
Meatloaf and Dio.
Fucking A.
Those guys are brilliant.
What about the D?
Tenacious D, absolutely. Jack Black, Kyle Gass, both freaking hilarious.
And again, they're little cameos in Brutal Legend. I will state again, the game is a fucking must get. Fucking do it.
Yeah, totally. Oh shit. Absolutely. Oh, totally. Okay. Okay. I had something else that I was going to say, but kind of slipped my mind out. I hate when that happens. Don't you fucking hate it when you have something in your mind, you're going to say it, but all of a sudden you fucking forget it, and it takes you 20 minutes to think that fucking thing you're going to say?
Have you ever went through that kind of experience 5 seconds before you had the potential opportunity to get laid? Do you know how much that fucking hurts?
I can't say it.
You can't say.
I cannot say that I have.
Sad thing is, sometimes whenever that happens, you take about 20 minutes, go back and say what you really thought. Still end up late anyway, but you dealt with 20 minutes of blue balls.
Blue balls suck.
That they do.
Never get blue balls. If you do, I'm sorry.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, totally. Every guy has it eventually.
Of course, then again, some of us are lucky enough.
Hey. Yeah.
Dime a dozen for me. You've got your diamond.
In the rough. My diamond in the rough.
I never want to hear that connotation again. Thank you. I don't care. The one night she was pointing out names of songs. 5 of which songs in sequence that she had played and told us the titles to. If you would like to indicate for our audience, because I'm not fucking saying it.
If you've ever seen the movie, my best friend's girl, one of them, you might have actually heard. She came across a song called Popping Pussy.
There you go.
That song, she was just naming off random songs, and all of them were sexual that she was coming across.
Popping pussy, eat pussy, I don't like dick. What the fuck?
It's kind of weird. It just so happens that every song she was coming across was very perverse.
Very. The fact I was here for that.
Yeah.
Really? To just. God.
Kind of weird.